we're going to have to see a playoff Jamal game where he goes for 40, 42. When are you going to rest Jokic? You have to rest him. He's too tired. He's too tired. You can't play him the whole second half. He can't make free throws. Why is he turning the ball? What? Damn.
He's tired.
Played, the whole second half.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Why
think
are
the
you
whole
boo-booing
I
that?
think the whole tired thing is over. Every one of these, every one of these TV.
Yeah, you do sitting on your couch drinking a beer.
Every one of these TV timeouts is like 4 minutes long. I mean, there's a ton of time. No, I do wonder about his elbow. Anytime I see Jokic wear that sleeve, man, it tells me something might be going on with that right elbow. He's had issues with it before.
Mike,
don't blow
have
it
you
off.
seen him grab the elbow or anything?
He's not going to.
Come on.
He's
He's
too tough
Serbian.
for
He's
that.
fine. It's the elbow, whatever.
Okay.
Listen, but I don't like you just saying, "Oh, these 4-minute timeouts." I mean, we know on the Mike Evans big board of BS, you did run a 10-minute, a 10-mile marathon.
Yep.
Right. We know you did that, but it's exhausting. I don't care if you have a 4-minute timeout. You try to play the whole second half, and you're just acting like, oh, that's no big deal. While when's the last time that you ran up and down the court for more than, I don't know, 2 minutes?
By the way, I've had a number of people, now that they know that I'm a former marathon runner myself, we're
That's
wondering,
a mini
we're wondering,
marathon.
we're wondering about my expert analysis of what went on at the Boston Marathon yesterday.
Oh.
I'll break that down for you later. It was a record-setting performance.
Are you
I'll
going
tell
to do a podcast on it?
It's going to be the award-winning marathon podcast.
Can't wait for
Tune in later
one
at
person to listen to it.
denversports.com. Let's say good morning to Mark Schlereth. Hello, big fella. How you doing?
I am good. Now, a 10-mile marathon?
Well, it's not a marathon, but
Of course it's not a marathon. A marathon is 26.2 miles. You can't call it you can call it a 10 whatever, but you can't call it a marathon.
That's what Mike calls it.
It was part of the Colfax Marathon about 11 years ago. I ran the 10-mile urban part of the Colfax Marathon.
The urban
The
part.
urban part, 10 miles. So I did that.
Did you run the whole time, or there was some walking involved?
Nope, I never stopped to walk.
Wait a second.
I
Mark,
jogged the whole time.
So
Now
first-
listen, it
wait.
was not a brisk pace. I'm not gonna brag about my splits, but I never once walked.
Mark.
I
So
promise.
We
Again,
talked about
put that
this.
up on the big billboard of BS.
We talked about this, and there is no photographic or video evidence of this.
You can
at
go
all.
back
So-
and look it up.
so
I was a registered runner. Go back and look it up. Go check the archives.
There is no proof. There's no archives. Of
I had a number.
Archives of
I had
a
a number.
10-mile marathon.
I had a number.
No.
There is not.
No.
And
It
so,
exists.
but I tell
Somewhere.
you this. So
It exists.
If I didn't do anything athletic in my life growing up, like Evans, right, and then all of a sudden I'm going to run a 10-mile marathon. I'm taking pictures in my bib deal, whatever you call that thing. I'm like, here I am. I'm going to actually accomplish something more than just getting a participation medal. And here we go. There is not one photo. There's not any video. No one. There's nothing out there. And so I don't know, Mike. Another lie.
One quick
Evans.
question for you, Mike. How are your nipples after the 10 miles?
Gosh.
Because that usually
no,
that's the
seriously,
thing that happens.
no,
It gets
chafe-
sore.
there was some chafing there.
Yeah.
And thank God I'm not like you. There's no way you could ever run.
Would you
That's
have to
right.
wear like
That's
a
why I
sports
don't
bra?
run.
You'd have to wear a sports
bra for
Mark would have to
Well,
wear a sports bra.
It's just that I have, a condition, a medical condition.
The high
so,
the high beams are constantly on
Yeah.
with him.
100% of the time.
Yeah,
They're
so
just on.
you would
So-
need like massive amounts of Vaseline to.
Yeah, that's
those
why I
things-
quit body surfing, Mike. I quit body surfing. It's just like something's on fire.
Oh, okay. So it was late night for all of it. How about you? We're kind of curious how you did, because we know your TV show, national TV show. You love fixating on the NBA and the LA market. So I thought, did you stay up till what? That would have been close to 1 a.m. for the end of that Nuggets Clippers game. Did you make it?
Yeah, I started dozing off in the fourth quarter, but yes, I made it. I was up late last night. I kept dozing. So, I'm on fumes, but the bottom line is it just was. I got sick of Jokic deferring. Take it over, big fella, because nobody else is going to take it over. the amount of transition buckets that you wasted, the transition opportunities that you wasted just as a basketball team. I thought we could have used a rage timeout. Where's James Merrill at right now to just start screaming at our guys about turning the ball over 20 times, not taking advantage of transition opportunities when you got out and ran, either hoisting up a three or just turning the ball over in those opportunities. I just was discussing, and then I thought Jokic did way too much deferral, like way too much trying to get everybody else involved.
Yeah, Mark, I mean, moving forward, I'm very concerned. I think the Nuggets are fortunate that they're not down 0-2. I think they fortunate to win game one. Now you're going on the road. Michael Porter Jr., I get it. You know, we talked a lot about him yesterday, how he was a no-show on Saturday. Much better last night. But with his injury, his left shoulder, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? I'm really concerned that they're coming back to Denver down 3-1. I mean, they're going to have to play really well to find a way to get a win in L.A.
Stoke, I thought they should have been up in that first half. I thought they should have probably gone into halftime up 12. In spite of what Kawhi Leonard was doing, because Kawhi was just absolutely insanely good. I mean, that dude, he can't shoot 80% again. I don't think. But am I concerned? I'm concerned about the bench. I'm concerned about where you're going to get other scoring. Bottom line for me, again, Joker's got to take the game over. Quit trying to get everybody involved. Like, take the game over. But yeah, I guess I'm not as concerned as you are. But am I concerned? Yeah, I'm concerned.
And the other thing, Mark, is, I mean, Jokic played 43 minutes. I didn't see the third. Whether he sat at all. Mike said he didn't sit down at all. So he played the whole second half. He didn't sit down once in the second half. If Evans is correct on that. So that
you want to put that up on the big board, BS?
Well, no, I'm just throwing it out there. But Mark, I mean, he's on the court a lot. I mean, I think they have to find a moment or two there in the fourth, whether he doesn't start the fourth like he used to, sit on the bench for a little bit. At some point, he can't play the whole second half. I mean, he was exhausted out there.
Yeah, he was, no question about it. But what are you going to do? I mean, you don't have anybody that comes off the bench and produces. You don't have anybody that you feel comfortable with or confident in. Russ is going to hoist up his 14, and we'll just see what happens when he hoists them up. But I just don't know where you go from. I don't know where you go from there. I really don't. I don't know. Can you afford not to have him on the court?
That's the problem.
Did you also, while you were, I know why you had to focus on the NBA, because that was going to be a big part of your show this morning. I know you guys don't talk as much hockey, but were you able to kind of follow what was going on with the Avs? And do you feel like the Avs accomplished their goal, which was to go down to Dallas and get a split, and you're satisfied with that, or are you coming away more with, oh man, missed opportunity to really bury the series?
Well, no, I think I always look at hockey a little bit differently. Those games, like, you just feel like they're going to go 7. You feel like there's some grittiness involved. There's some just the toughness involved in that. Yeah, Dallas did what Dallas did. They've got home ice in this series because of what they did. I think coming away with a 1-1 split, although would you have loved to win it? Absolutely. But am I concerned about the Avs dropping that one? Not like I am about the Nuggets dropping theirs.
Yeah, that seems to be the prevailing opinion there.
Well, Avs are coming back home, so
True.
they feel like they stole one. That's all you're trying to do, whether it be hockey, basketball, whatever it is. You're trying to steal one on the road. They were able to do that. And now the Nuggets, obviously, they're behind the 8 ball because the Clippers did that to them.
Well, yes, and when you boil it down to that most simple of reasons, that is the biggest reason. But there's also just the idea that I feel watching 2 games of both series that the Nuggets at best are even with the Clippers, maybe, in your opinion, a shade behind the Clippers. I watched the 2 games.
2 shades behind.
2 shades. Okay,
2 shades.
I watch. We're not at 50 shades yet, but we're at 2. But I look at the Avs and I see a better team. Okay, I see a better team, and I'm not discounting Dallas, because I do have respect for Dallas's physical and mental toughness, but I just feel like after watching the first 2 games, the Avalanche are the better team. And so for that reason right there, without even thinking about home ice or home court or not having home court anymore, that I just feel like the Avalanche are still in the better position moving forward, but we shall see. We've got that to react to. We also have the draft coming up in a couple of days. We had Mike Kliss, Mark, our 9 News Bronco insider, on, and I found Mike's answer to this question very interesting. Mike was very vocal in a very, I guess, non-typical Mike Kliss way when we listen to Mike, in saying he just doesn't understand why the Broncos or Broncos country wants Denver to target a tight end.
I think tight end's a luxury after you got Evan Ingram. I'm scratching my head a little bit about the Colston Loveland, and I know they like him. They do really like Colston Loveland. He is a possibility for the Broncos in this draft if he falls past Indianapolis at 14. But
do you agree with Mark there? Mark, do you agree with Kliss there? I mean, really, Evan Ingram solves their tight end issues now to the point where it's not even something you go after, you target in the draft? Evan Ingram solves all?
You can I think Stokes said this yesterday. You can play more than one tight end at a time, right?
It's not illegal. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's within the rules.
Yep. Correct.
You can even play, if you want, you can play in 3 tight end sets.
You can.
It's craziness.
It is.
I don't know why. I don't know why you would want to, but you can do it. No, I mean, is Evan Ingram a long-term answer?
Nope.
No, he's not a long-term answer. So of course, if you can get yourself what you think is the best tight end in the in the draft, I mean, you think that Kansas City's upset that they got Travis Kelce all those years ago? I mean, do you think you look at teams with great tight ends, difference-making tight ends, and that's not a luxury. I mean, when you have it, man, what it does to open up the rest of your offense is big time. So, no, I disagree with Mike. I think if you can get a guy that you think is a difference maker that's going to be around for the next decade, why would you not take that dude?
Yeah, I mean, you're not drafting for 2025. You don't draft for next year. I mean, it's not just one and done. You draft for the future. So Evan Ingram's not the future. And like Mark said, you can play multiple tight ends. And I don't know. I mean, I know Mike's watched a lot of Broncos football. How bad has the tight end position been over the last, 6, 7 years, 8 years? So all of a sudden, if you can handle your business now, you have a great mentor for a guy like Loveland and Evan Ingram. All right, and then in a year or two, Evan Ingram's gone, and then now you got your future tight end with Bo Nix, and you can pair those guys together for the next decade. I mean, how great would that be?
I mean, I like Evan Ingram. I think it was a solid signing, but come on, I want our version of Bowers, Kelce, Laporta, Kittle. I mean, I want one of those stud tight ends. Evan Ingram's good. He's not a stud.
And he's older.
He's not a stud. No, I mean, he's a good, probably 2-year stopgap at the position. I want a stud. And if you think you can get a stud in this draft, go get a stud. There you go. 5 studs right there. Boom.
There we go.
A lot of studs. You guys, it's so predictable. You guys start making fun of me, and it's amazing how the text line just joins in on the fun. This is from Wade and Berthoud. Evans, congratulations on running your quote marathon. I heard they're planning to retire your number.
Wow.
See,
Wow.
Timely, very timely. Either because you're a legend or because they don't want anyone else to run that slow again.
Wow. I love it.
Fair enough. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. All right. I'm all for it.
Do you remember what number you got, Mike?
I do not. It was like 1601 or something.
No, you said you don't, and then you just made up a number.
No, I think it was in that area.
Wait a second. How do you say I don't remember, but it was like 1601?
I don't remember the number, but I think it was something close to that.
Again,
I was a registered runner. You can go back in the archives. Somebody from the Colfax Marathon is probably listening right now, or somebody from the Colfax Marathon. Have them dig into their archives. You will find my name. It was a registered runner.
They don't have
The
have that.
Colfax.
You're
The
a joke.
Colfax Marathon. It was the Colfax Marathon, the urban section.
The urban section.
You know, again,
Right.
again, Mike Evans. Mike Evans. What is it? The big board of lies, or
Yes, BS.
yeah, big. Did you get a certificate of participation, Mike? When you so
No, they don't give you that
courageously-
for the mini urban 5-mile marathon. You don't get
10,
that. Oh,
10.
You don't get anything for it. There is no record of it. They don't keep records of the 10-mile race. They only keep records for the real marathon, Mike.
There's one.
It
There's
doesn't even
one and
count.
only one. There's only one chance that you ran 10 miles. If they had multiple barbecue stations, like along, Mike just full of barbecue sauce, blah, blah,